My question's for Nathan, and this is a really, really serious question, so you gotta think about this one. All right. Malcolm Reynolds and Han Solo walk into a bar. Who walks out?
Everybody else.
That's why he's our captain.
Yeah.
Hello, this is Heisenberg with highlights of New York Comic Con 2015. I have panels, cosplayers, and toys to show. Right now is a Godzilla cosplay that was really tall and outstanding. And not only was that there, but Godzilla himself was there, all three of the major stunt actors. And then here's some cosplayers, including a very happy raccoon, found something to buy. And this is one of my favorite cosplayers here. I was really impressed with this Mad Max costume. And then also some very happy young folks were there. It's like always nice to see people excited to be at the convention and in costume. And also I was very glad that Sarah Michelle Gellar appeared. I'd never seen her before. And so she spoke, and it was great to hear.
But you were the reason, your portrayal of Buffy the Vampire Slayer and all of your characters. And strong woman, and it's because of you. I always think what Buffy do. I know a lot of my friends do the same
I didn't know how I would react when I went to the studio and met Sarah for the first time, and literally wildly exceeded my expectations. Not only has she hashtag girl crush in a major way. Not only has she portrayed iconic characters for all of us fangirls, but she is even more of a strong character in real life. The businesswoman she is, the mother she is, the person she is. So, yes, girl crashing, it's been an honor to just be in the same show as you.
You didn't have bright red lipstick, I'd kiss your lips.
That reaction would be great Freddie to these. It's such a different tone, it's so heartfelt. That's so nice.
Yeah. I mean, I can tell a personal story too about Ashley, which is my daughter. Ahsoka is her all-time favorite character, and she wants to be her. And the first day that I met Ashley, my daughter had to have 2 teeth pulled, and she was so nervous. And Ashley, I went up to her and I was like, "I'm so sorry. I know we don't know each other, but could you make a video for my daughter?" And she made this video as Ahsoka, the voice telling my daughter to, use the Force within her and be a good Jedi, don't be scared. And my daughter was like, on cloud nine, then just like, let's pull some teeth.
I went to the action scene combat booth and interviewed a few actresses there, including one of my favorite actresses, Vanessa Bontea, who's working several of their projects.
Hi, my name is Vanessa Bontea, and we are at New York Comic Con 2015. I am trained in mixed martial arts. All the choreography has a combination of boxing, kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, and Wing Chun Kung Fu techniques. I am also trained in firearms, handgun rifle, katana sword, single and double, which you'll see me use in Aikanisu 2. We're remaking the whole thing. It's going to be a whole new cast. And am I missing anything? And double sticks. Mm-hmm.
Hi, I'm Ellen, and I'm at Comic-Con right now. I've done a few films here with action films all, and I get to play a samurai as well as a special ops undercover agent. So that works for me. I mean, it's a lot of fun to do, and costumes are always fun to wear. And kicking ass is always the best thing on set, right? You get to kick ass, do exercise, work out while you're filming. That's the best kind of job I imagine anyone would want.
I also found some new toys being displayed for the very first time, including several Godzilla toys. Here's the new Godzilla mini-mates that are coming up, including Megalon. And then they also have a Jet Jaguar bank that's also upcoming. And also like Godzilla versus Megalon, which includes, of course, Megalon and Jet Jaguar. And then also saw some new DC animated statues that I really like. Yeah, I'm especially looking forward to Catwoman and Batgirl and Wonder Woman, and a few of these are out already, which I already have. And the Julie Newmar statue, got to see that in person. I was very glad, and very nice statue. And then they also had one other Batman item, the Batman cookie jar with the big logo on it. So yeah, it looks like it's good. It looks like a very good cookie jar. So glad to see that. Then also found a new alien statue from Kotobukiya, new ArtFX Plus statue. I really like the detail on this guy. I like the detail, like the pose. And then saw some new Star Trek Mega Blocks. Banged my head into it a few times, but yeah, it really looks like they really did a good job of getting a lot of details right. For a fan, long-term fans like me. Also saw one statue company that I'd never seen before, so that was something new. And back to some cosplayers. I really like this unicorn cosplay. I've never seen something like that before. I didn't see too many cosplayers at this convention because I spent a lot of time going to panels, which means a lot of waiting in line for panels, including I went to the Hammerstein Ballroom. Saw, for example, the Elementary panel, which is very nice. Good to see John Noble joining the cast there, and he was fun to listen to. Talking about acting.
See, it's really important for us as actors and writers to observe life. I mean, I get in trouble for staring at people. Honestly, always have. I'll be sitting in a restaurant with my wife and I'm just tuned into a conversation the other side of the room. She says, "Stop staring!" Oh, why are you looking at that woman?
I also went to the Colony panel, which is a new TV show coming out starring Josh Holloway. Colony is from some of the same people that made Lost, so it makes sense that Josh Holloway would be in it.
Well, also it's a different position. Now I understand, say Matthew Fox, he had to toe the rope, I'd read a law script and go, "Whoo, glad I'm not dude. Don't want to have to cry and all that shit, I could just slide in as Sawyer, say some cool shit, and whoo, I'm outie. This is different. You have to carry that emotional burden and drive the story and be, the leader of a show. So that is a major difference, and one I'm ready for now in this point in my life.
I went to the Con Man panel, which is a web series featuring a lot of Joss Whedon veterans, and then they also had a Firefly panel. I think this Firefly panel was probably the best panel that I saw. Very entertaining, very fun to see these actors all together again and sharing some of their stories.
And it was cold, so we were all snuggled up under the sheets. And when they want to shift the cameras, they're like, "You want to step out?" I'm like, "No, we're good."
I'm glad you told that story. This is how I remember it. This was the only scene we had to shoot that day. So came to work, got into my space pajamas, and went in there and said, "Where's my bedroom? Where's my bedroom?" They're like, "Right over there." Got in that bed, got in there. I'm just gonna sleep here till they show up. This is perfect. And just as I get in, I hear Gina behind me coming and go, "Damn it." I had the same idea she did. And I'm getting in too. And then you got in, and there was like a moment of silence, and you said, "Well, get over here."
Yeah, it was was especially happy to see Alan and Gina together on the panel. I'd never seen Gina Torres at a convention before, so I was very happy to see her there. So then again, I think this was a really excellent panel. Another excellent panel was the Ash versus Evil Dead panel. They also had a fun booth made up like Ash's trailer, and there's the chainsaw. And so Sam Raimi was there, Bruce Campbell, and Lucy Lawless is also in the show, so she was there too. And then I went back after that. I went back, saw some more fun cosplayers. Nice group of folks. Nice variety of costumes. I especially like this one woman. I think she came all the way from Europe and had a really excellent costume. And then also it was fun to see fun to see folks. And then I went back to the action scene combat booth and found a Batgirl toy. And so this is a new series coming out from Mattel, not just Batgirl, but a lot of female superheroes. Also saw some X-Files toys, including a lot of the supporting cast. These are also upcoming. And then Bryan Cranston. Bryan Cranston was at a panel with Seth Green. Those two were a lot of fun.
You two were spooning. Who would be the big spoon and the little spoon?
What do you mean if?
When?
We spoon all the time.
No question.
We do that daily.
Gentle, powerful, protective, loving man. Easy answer, guy.
Yeah.
Let me do it again.
Seth, what's the difference between a hard-on and a Lamborghini?
A Lamborghini.
No, I don't own a Lamborghini.
Your punchline definitely beat my punchline.
Yeah, I got to meet some fellow cooks at that panel, so it was fun to hang out with them. Also met a guy dressed up like me, Heisenberg. Doing a good job. Really like this black and white Batgirl. Had a very nice costume, and saw some other DC characters. Always nice to see. Quite a few. There weren't as many Harley Quinns at this convention as I expected. Often there's a lot of Harley Quinns. So glad to see some Batgirls and some Catwomen cosplayers. And also tracked down the Star Trek cosplayers. Really like this Vulcan, Vulcan cosplay, and some other fun ladies here. And that's about it. This was on Sunday, where I just sort of saw a few more cosplayers, and then it was about time to head home. But with one last stop at Action Scene Combat, my favorite booth, to see Vanessa and Ellen. So this is Heisenberg, hoping you enjoy New York Comic Con.